Alright guys, VPirate613 here. So, Mirror's Edge Catalyst is just round the corner and I wanted to revisit the very first game. After playing the game, I soon realized some of the stuff that were decisively just wrong with the first game, and I really came to the decision that maybe we may be getting more of the same of the first Mirror's Edge in the new one, in the second one. Well, it's not called number 2, but it's the second game, and you know why I think that some of the things that were wrong with the first game needs to be fixed. So I'm going to be talking about that. I really want to talk about what we need to be expecting, okay, in the second game. Otherwise, it's just going to be the same as the first one. A very great concept, but a very linear design. And it's great when developers and, you know, people come together and push out something. You know, they push some boundaries and just want to experiment with something, and the game wasn't really bad. You can have fun on the game, but obviously we're here to talk about what needs to happen for the game to you know, be a better game and not suffer from some of the stuff it suffered from in the first game. You know, some of the things that were bad in the first game that we had were really horrible collision detection. You could be staring at a 3-foot ledge and not be able to climb it, just trying to jump on it for it to register that you can climb the bloody thing. That I really want to see the collision improve. The collision thing, you know, wasn't too bad. You know, the big thing I really hope to see is an improved game flow. So, you know, with the first one, sometimes game flow gets completely stopped because you have to look around and judge, because to me some of the levels were just puzzles and you have to, you know, take a look around and figure out what to do, what to jump on, which also brings me some of the really bad first person issues that we had with the game, but I'll be talking about that after this, what I've said now. So, you know, having obstacles that slow game flow just doesn't benefit the game at all, and it just slows your pace down. And you know, it was advertised as a fast-paced game. You know, that's what people wanted. When you play the demo of Mirror's Edge, that's really what we wanted, seeing how we can just keep going and keep flowing. You know, that would have been an even better concept, making the game more about the fast flow of the character. Also, you know, the characters were really dislikable. The game world, we get that we're couriers, we're delivering stuff. We never know what we're delivering. We don't know who the bad guys are, and the police who are chasing us, we don't really get their side of the story. So that the story, you know, idea and just the storyline is very poor, I thought. Which brings me as well to the first person, you know, system. You know, in Mirror's Edge you see your hands, you see your legs, but I'm not sure if it could be fixed with you know, increased FOV or something. I think it's more along the lines of just the level design. So jumping onto walls and stuff, since it's first person, it really restricts, you know, what you can see around you. So, you know, if you want to jump to somewhere else, or you really have to just stop, and that also really destroys game flow and really just puts an arrow in game flow, because it just stops the game. You have to look around, and really, if it wanted to be a puzzle game, which it doesn't want to be a slow ass puzzle game. It wants you to be fast and move fast and do things fast and do things whilst looking cool and being a cool, you know, cool runner. And that's not really what free running is about. Free running is not about being slow. Free running is about being fast and keeping with it. And obviously the first person, you know, you have to stop, look around, and you know, maybe you jump and then you get the shit collision system and just plummet to your death, which was horrible and very annoying. So another thing that was wrong with the whole game is the combat. The game didn't really know how to deal with combat. You can pick up a gun and shoot people, but just picking up a gun and the gameplay with guns in general was just horrible. So there was no point. You know, you're just running away most of the time, and they tell you to run away. There's some ways of taking out enemies, but it's really just can stop your game flow. And enemies, the police who try to, you know, are trying to fight you are OP as hell anyway with guns. So really, why would you be running towards someone with a gun? And what we saw from the Mirror's Edge Catalyst gameplay, she was fighting some coppers, but we also saw that with the first game trailer, how you could fight enemies and stuff like that. So, you know, the combat system really, I don't really think it should have been there. If half of the time they're telling you to run away, so what was the point of trying to add combat if it's just bad anyway? Okay, it's nice it's there, but it's bad. There's just no point in trying to fight because it doesn't even look good. At least with the new one, maybe they've tried to fix it. So really, in conclusion, what I really want to see is some of these things improved in the second one. I really want to see a fast and speedy game flow. I want to be able to run and not have bad level design and linear tunnels, linear levels, just stopping me and making it feel like I'm just running through from point A to B very easily. I don't want that. I want to have options, more options available to me that I can quickly switch to and jump to. That would be fun, and I think that they need to improve their combat system. If really they want us to be fighting enemies, then you really need to improve combat, or just not bother with it and just tell us to run away again. But I don't think that's a good way to deal with it. That's what you should be thinking about how to change. And the next thing I really want to see is a storyline that really immerses us in the game. If they really want to immerse us, you know, you need to be giving us more background on characters, and really having dislikable characters the whole way throughout doesn't really help with that. And also, if they could fix first person issues, you know, FOV issues, or just, I think this is more to do with level design than anything, because, you know, if you play the game like Dying Light, you're not getting those difficulties half the time when you're running around. You can keep your flow going and going and going, and I think that's just to do with level design. You're not going to jump on a wall and have to worry about investing time in thinking of options to get out of there. You know, you can climb most stuff and you can easily get out. So that's what I want to see with Mirror's Edge. I want to see a system that works well. If I see a ledge, I want to be able to jump on that ledge and get away. You know, that's what they really should be working on. And you know, I'm kind of excited to see what they can bring, because I thought the first game was enjoyable, even with how bad it was. You know, it was a 6-hour game, and you finish it in a day and you just throw it away, because why would you go back to it? And you know, maybe they'll make it replayable. They're gonna add more trials maybe, which didn't really help with replayability. But yeah, that's really want to see just an overall better game. I want them to improve of what they first saw and of what everyone was so interested in this game. I want to see them bring that out and just draw the good stuff out of the game and just make it better. And that would be such a great thing to see. And it would just be, even if it's 6 hours long, it's going to be a great enjoyable 6 hours. And if it is that short, then I'll go back and play it if it's really that great. That's really what I want to see. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed, you know, my little commentary about Mirror's Edge, then please leave us a like. If we can hit 10 likes, that'll be great. I know I've never got 10 likes, so if we can hit 10 likes, then yes, do it. Hit that like button. And yeah, if you want to see more commentary from me, give us a sub. Or, you know, you want to see different things from me. I don't do so many Let's Plays anymore, but I'm open to suggestions. So pop something down in the comments if you want, and I'll take a look at it. And, you know, I'll deliver, because I really have a lot of time on my hands, and I will deliver on stuff you ask me, really. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.